Show me some pink champagne. Not rosé, it was pink champagne. Nigga, holla back.
Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Bhool jaane.
You make it sound like a hostage. I'm taking that away. But give me 1 second. My head is.
We demand £7 million.
Alice is leaking. Look, he's leaking.
Damn it, lights, what?
Saw the alchemy in that.
Then there's me. I'm cold.
You're cold.
Yeah, not
It's
cold.
warm
I'm
in
chilly.
here. Really?
Yeah,
It's warm in here.
but I feel my leg.
You're actually cold. Yeah, you are cold.
I told you.
How? But it's warm in here.
Because I was commuting and the rain caught me hard.
When you driving?
Nah, I got no fuel.
You got no fuel. You can't get fuel. Oh man.
Alex, when you're gonna be editing this, innit? Fuck you, innit? You're gonna be seen.
So how have you been commuting? What? You go to work
Train.
today? Oh, from Peckham. The lovely place of Peckham.
No.
Man, put the cap on. Not even wipe it. Man, just put the cap.
You wipe it with the cap and put the cap on.
Where's your dog?
It's down there, man.
Oh man. It's,
Down there now.
that's. I was thinking, why is it so silent? Yeah.
Imagine you just died. You're just dead.
You remember when that blue version of it got robbed in PT?
Oh, that's not funny, man.
Were you there when it got robbed?
Nah.
He got robbed. The blue version of that hat.
It didn't get robbed, it got left.
No, he robbed. So
Look, you're just adding to the story.
You see what?
Making stuff up.
We'll talk about it.
Man got robbed at Oxford.
Try to tell me out to be another story.
Man got robbed at Oxford.
I didn't get robbed at all. You're a punk bitch. Yo, what's popping, everyone? I don't know what this is. We still haven't got a name for this podcast in a sense. But yo, my name's Alex.
My name is Moya, aka Chronico.
My name is Thousand, the kid in the clouds.
I hate those goddamn names.
The kid in the clouds.
We were thinking of the Casting Couch podcast.
But that's the thing, all three of us are men, so it's kind of like getting
Yeah,
sense.
Doesn't matter. It's the CCP Cards Pod.
Don't worry, it's still under review. We're still.
It's
we're
true.
Still trying to
Technically,
find
this is
names.
the third pilot in a sense. So I'm just making sure visually this looks fantastic, and we get the best audio in the end because it's all about the presentation and production behind it. Because if you get some bullshit, it look bullshit and there's some bullshit.
What
It'll be
is
bullshit in the end. What is born?
What is bound, yo?
Not gonna lie, this lights are killing me.
I hate that.
I like these lights. Do you want to turn those lights on?
No, we need all the lights. We
need all the lights.
Yeah, that's equivalent to backlights and that's equivalent to key lights. And we got.
Do you remember when you dropped like the tall one when we were filming in the Richard Hamilton building?
Why are you remembering stuff like that? That's
We were doing some filming for his
It's got a
project.
good
Him
memory.
and, like it was that other girl and that guy, and Alex moved quickly in it, and the whole thing just came down.
Swear. Did it break?
It didn't break.
Oh, damn.
It was good, man. The main thing that broke was the camera. That was the main thing that broke, and that cost about. Well, it cost a particular
like
person £400.
£200,000, wasn't it?
Nah, if it's £200,000, that'd be dick sucking money. No, no one has that money like that.
So yeah, how was your birthday?
Oh, yeah.
It was calm, you know. I was just kicking back. The thing, the older I'm getting, the less I want to do. I kind of want to kick it with the family, save some money like that, and just go on, sort of thing.
What is it, you 30 now?
Yeah, man. I'm about 35 now.
Ah, man's 26.
Oh, you
You
really experiencing that?
Age.
Yeah,
Releases
this guy's
age to the public. You know?
Remember, that guy's called Muhammad. Don't ever get timed by the 1,000 or the gang members.
No, the gang members.
Don't ever get timed by it.
Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Apart from that, my week's been calm, man. How about you guys?
Just been working, man. I'm tired.
What's work saying? You enjoying it?
Nah.
At least you're working towards a bigger goal. So in a sense, that's kind of a good thing in a sense.
And I'm getting out of Peckham.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Heck no.
You might see Quang Face though.
Meek Mill was there the other day, actually.
Yeah,
He was shooting a video outside the McDonald's.
This week?
I think 2 weeks ago. Him and Giggs were shooting a music video in Peckham. Like right near where I work.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill in Peckham. In the dirty, you know that whole Peckham, it's called Peckham Ride, that whole street stinks of fish. It's like, you know the Fulton Heath fish market?
Yeah, that bit.
It's like that multiplied by 10. Every other shop there is a fish market, and the whole street smells of fish.
You know
and
that's
meat.
not good fish then. If it stinks whilst you're walking
You're
past
not
it,
meant
it's
to
not.
smell fish.
There we go. It's the bacteria.
That means it's breaking down. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the ammonia.
I'm telling you, if you in Thornheath, you're not supposed to eat the meat. The Asians don't eat the meat in Thornheath.
They sell
just
it.
fast. They twine you. Honestly, they get you, and I'm sure they go to like not Peckham, but Tooting. Tooting's apparently a good place to run meat.
They got
and stuff
real
like
meat
that.
shops
Pause.
down there.
Yeah,
They
they got
don't
the best
smell
meat
like
there.
flipping ammonia when you walk in there.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, the quality of meat in this country has always been just lapse, and people still eat it for some reason.
Yeah, because fish, if you smell fish, it means it's going off already.
Bacteria.
Oh, okay.
You're not meant to smell fish.
Now we're talking about
So
something.
obviously, there's meant to be maybe a tiny smell, but not to the point where you're like 5 meters away and if you can smell it.
And you're supposed to have clear eyes, not grey eyes.
Yeah.
We taught you something new
Oh,
today.
you told me something new. You
Exactly.
taught them something
yeah.
as well.
Exactly, yo. That's
You're
what
not
we're
meant
doing
to smell
on the
fish.
casting couch.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't even roll good. The casting couch.
Nah.
The casting couch. The couch of casting.
We need something that sounds kind of slick, but
Roll off the tongue.
also reflects us at the same time.
The rakia couch.
We'll get like audience from that, like alcoholics and people
Yeah.
that enjoy rakia.
Yeah.
That rakia was doom.
Rakia is a Bosnian alcohol.
What? How do you make rakia, more?
You make it from plums, fermented plums.
This guy brought rakia from his home country. He brought it to this what was it? Freshers at this point.
Freshers, yeah.
Which year was
gave
it?
it to, this was
First?
second year.
Second year.
Well, we
Death.
lived in 123 HW.
Oh, was that the day when Obi just
That was Lobidowski.
the Lobidowski day? Yeah, everything was going.
We'll cover Lobidowski one day. When
when
Obi's
he's here.
When
He has
Obi's
to be
here,
here.
we'll go through
Yeah.
Lobidowski. Legendary night.
Oh, that's
Legendary.
five of the best.
5 L's in one
Five
20,
of the
24
best.
hours.
It wasn't 24. It was in 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, it's all primarily at night time. It's crazy. But no, everyone, it's life lessons. Everyone kind of takes L's in a sense, and you got to move on from that. What about you, Fazan? How's your week been?
Had a nice week off from work. Just been chilling,
Oh, that's calm, man.
watching Squid Game and other stuff. You know.
Oh, you just been kicking back then?
Yeah, man. Nice
Oh,
week off. My
that's-
first week off since March. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've been working hard since then. So yeah, man.
Wait, do you accumulate it, or do you just say, hey, I'm just going to take this week off? Did they tell you when you're going to take a week
No,
off sort of thing?
basically you have to give them like what was it 2 weeks at least in advance.
Notice,
But I
yeah.
booked it at the end of August.
Yeah.
So it's
Only
for
2 weeks.
Hmm?
We have to give 8-week notice
8
For
week
a
notice.
holiday.
for a holiday.
So what if he's going to quit?
I get 1 month.
Really?
So it's shorter notice to quit than it is to book holiday.
Did you give notice when you quit?
Yeah, I gave them 3 months.
I done it in a day. I was
I
like,
told him
"Bun
3
you
months
guys."
ago.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to leave until the end of October, but I told them way in
okay.
advance.
So this is your last month now.
Yeah.
How they treat you in your last month? Are they trying to kind of push advantage?
calm.
It's calm still?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bun. Yo, we're going to work for ourselves, man. Bun the system.
Exactly.
Bun the white man.
No offense. Man.
He's black in my eyes. Oh, yeah. So, well, that's everyone's week. And the first, unless you've got a particular topic. All right. So, we've got potential topics here. The first thing I want to talk about is R. Kelly. That guy's going to prison. It's done. He's been found guilty. The final verdict has been put out, but apparently he's looking to 100 years. Not 1,000 years, but 100 years. Good punny joke right there. But yo, what's your opinion about this
I
guy?
just got the joke.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm working hard for this, man.
His name is
my name's
Thousand.
Thousand.
Yeah,
You guys are
man.
dumb.
Yo, I'm dying in
It's
here.
not different, but you guys are dumb, bro.
I need to love the
want some
guys.
tish?
Nah, man, we'll fight through it.
Some tish. Some
He's
few
actually
tish.
breaking. That's the
Okay.
worst thing.
R. Kelly. Where to start with?
Good
that?
music, bad person.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you, with the situation R. Kelly's going through now, can you separate the art from the artist?
It's hard because that art might have been inspired by some of the acts he did.
Like age
So,
ain't nothing but a number.
yeah.
Hello. Age ain't nothing but a number. That's an R. Kelly song he wrote.
What song
Well,
was
that's a
that?
Leah song, technically, but R. Kelly wrote that.
Oh, I've never.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
No.
Oh.
But
And bump
yeah,
and
it's
grind,
like-
if you think about it, I do nothing wrong, if nothing bump and grind.
Yeah.
The lyrics as well, what's another one?
Oh, so he's actually sneaking lyrics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let me find some stuff. That's the reason I got my laptop here, guys. We got some investigation. Yeah.
But will you listen to his music?
You see, I never really realized that he was sneaking stuff into. 'Cause I only really listened to his hit songs like Ignition, I'm a Flirt, I Believe I Can Fly, and all the Trapped in the Closet kind of ones. But as I was saying earlier, I think to separate someone from the music from the artist, I don't think you can separate the songs where he's including certain lyrics, but I think, what was the line you said? Great music, bad person. I think it's just as simple as that.
But that's the thing. What if you listen to his music? He's gaining money from that situation. So do you continue listening to that music to give him that sort of revenue, or at this point you got to find a kind of?
I feel you can acknowledge that the music was good, but out of respect to the victims, you shouldn't be listening to it anymore.
There we go. Yeah.
It's also that he gets 1.5 million listeners on Spotify each month till this day.
But I think at this point he's trying to sell his catalog due to the fact he needs some money. He's in prison now. So.
What do you mean sell catalog?
His catalog, his music.
Well, he has to sell it now.
Yeah. Well, he's got it now because he's been released. I think he was signed by... Who was he signed by initially? Give me a second.
Doesn't he still get royalties and stuff?
So as he's an independent, particular business or company has to use that particular song and get royalties like that.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, he's just sitting on songs where no one's using. Because again, it's attached to him. So a lot of people don't want to use that song because it's attached to the person.
We could buy it and play it in our podcast.
Yeah,
free
technically
music.
we could.
It's probably be mad cheap as well.
We have some R.
See, now
Kelly,
I'm the one that has to look at the camera. Like, you know? R. Kelly, it's... But why? I just don't understand why. Like the boxing one, when they said that he has like a girl crawling out of...
What?
Allegedly, let me say allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
But
Look at Super R. Kelly.
allegedly, they were saying that he had like a boxing ring in his house, and at a point of time, he'll make a signal, and a girl comes out from underneath the boxing ring when he wants.
What?
That was allegedly. That's one of the reports I
if
heard.
that was legal, that'd be fine. If that was legal, that'd be fine.
You can't
Well, do some
use that
training on
argument.
that.
You can't use that. So many things would be fine if
that
they
was
were legal.
it'd be fine. But man,
It's like if it turns, like I was saying earlier, if it turns out Messi was some paedophile on Epstein's island, could you say he wasn't a great player?
yeah,
I'll
drop him like that.
But you can't. He's really done what he's done on the pitch.
Goes
Him
like that.
outside the pitch, like he can be a bad person, but he can still be a great football player.
Look at Adam
But
Johnson.
you just don't celebrate him anymore.
Adam Johnson wasn't even a good football player in the first place.
What are you talking about? He won Premier Leagues with Manchester City for the first time in 44 years. He was a legend at that club.
Wait, was he part of the team at that time?
Yeah. Stephen
For the
Ireland,
first
Robinho.
season, he came in Mancini's second transfer sort of thing, because the first part was like Company, David, so we're jumping all over the place. We wasn't R. Kelly now in football at the point. But so
I think you just say, okay, in your head, you've acknowledged him, you know he's a good football player, but you don't ever talk about him or celebrate his accolades. Like, you don't put no highlights on about him anymore. You don't celebrate his six Ballon d'Ors?
I think so.
Yeah, you just don't talk about it anymore. You just remove him
But
from...
what if that ability was inspired by his stuff off the pitch?
What?
he got
You never
better.
know, man. You never. Listen, Messi's gonna sue us, you know.
That's what I'm saying. In a hypothetical universe.
Hypothetical universe.
My gosh, that's the worst.
But what I
I've
don't
ever
get
heard.
about R. Kelly is if generally everyone's kind of known behind the scenes what he's been allegedly doing. It's not. Is it allegedly anymore now that he's been?
He's been sentenced.
Been sentenced,
found guilty,
Yeah.
It's not. Do you know why
Don't
people?
worry, he's not gonna come for you, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Knocking
no,
your
no.
door.
But I'm just thinking, if you knew this, why didn't you just disappear? Why did you still try and stay and keep doing your
Because
craziness?
rich people think they can get away with anything.
That's it.
They
He
think-
thinks he's untouchable.
Yeah, they think if they have that money,
They can do a lot because they have a lot of protection behind it. And if you're protected by particular people, like I'm sure when the situation was coming out, he was on tour with Jay-Z at that point.
Okay.
So he was on tour with Jay-Z at that point. He even had an album with Jay-Z as well. And since all that situation happened, Jay-Z had to separate himself from that. But he's still supported by the record label due to the fact that he's still a star. A lot of these times, if you're a star and you're making a lot of money for the business, people turn a blind eye. And it's morally sickening.
like Jimmy Savile.
100%. I mean, there's people still out there believing...
When he stopped making the BBC money, that's when the BBC went for him and revealed everything.
Yeah, sadly.
So what happens when your music stops banging you stop bringing in the content or the whatever company needs. They were like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
They don't need you anymore, so...
But initially, should that be accepted first? Like, them
What do you
behaving
mean?
so badly, they should be brought up. In
Yeah,
that situation.
So the people who are hiding it, helping him hide it, are as bad as what he was doing.
There we go. Yeah.
So they should be held
Man.
accountable as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the people at RCA Records should be held accountable for R. Kelly, what he was doing.
for his good music.
No.
Because you know why it's so hard as well. It's because you say we spent 20 years. You've listened to his songs in the clubs or as you're growing up, and you've attached. Like obviously, there's memories that you remember maybe with other people. Listen
Your first beat.
Look, Trapped in the Closet, stuff like that.
When we watched
everyone. Sometimes you always remember when you watch Trapped in the Closet with someone. So then now you have to like rewire your brain to understand that he's actually a bad human being.
Or just erase that memory.
Well, we don't have the Will Smith Men in Black thing today. But do you remember the interview when he was talking to that woman? And then he exploded and said, "I'm fighting for my life." But then if you're really upset, angry, but then he said, "Oh, is the camera still rolling? Is the camera still rolling?" If you're really angry, you're not worrying if the camera's still rolling. He's like, "Oh, is the camera getting me?" It was all. That's how you knew. It was like, oh man.
But again, if the public sees him as guilty, a lot of the times he's going to be seen as guilty.
Yeah.
They don't change his opinion. If
Like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's the saddest thing in that situation. Michael Jackson was pushed. And people pushed the idea of him being guilty. A lot of people was like, man, he's just guilty without actually having the evidence come out.
So what? Is he guilty or not? Because I don't know.
He's not guilty. All the
No, it got proven like it was all.
So all the stuff is just made up then?
Yes.
Yeah.
They tried to get the quick money.
Did kids actually ever go to his house in the first
Yeah.
place?
They went to Neverland,
Okay.
but there was no proof that he ever did anything with them.
Nothing.
Just the parents. They wanted money, so they accused him. And then if you listen to the interviews that the police did with the parents, nothing adds up. It's all wrong. They go back on themselves. They make up new things. It's just all made up.
It's like, I think now as a celebrity, you're gonna need to have like say you're meeting people from the public, like in a private sort of. You need to have them sign documents. You need to be someone. There's the camera filming everything all the time now because.
Like, what was it? Was it Neymar, the chick that said she got hit by him?
But he had the video in the room.
He had the video evidence of her hitting him.
All the messages in the conversation and that. See how quickly that went away as well.
Yeah.
Once.
You actually have to have the evidence. And I think at football clubs and at particular sport clubs, they push that to like the youth coming up. Always have some sort of protection behind you because they will get you. They will get you. They will get you. And next is the Boondocks Black People Simpsons.
I've never watched Boondocks. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, Boondocks. The white friends I've tried to get into watching it, they just never been able to like gravitate to it. I understand why, because you kind of
they got white characters in it.
Yeah, but you kind of have to be black to fully.
I've never found a platform which can show
fully get it.
Okay, fair.
If you know what I'm talking about.
I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, are we yellow to get Simpsons? Are we yellow to get Simpsons?
No, but you know, it's like the way Boondocks is structured. Like, I get why black people find it easier just to gravitate to it and understand it quicker.
That's because of cultural references.
That's
but
what
with that, Moya understands particular cultural references, so he get particular jokes as well. It's not like Moya's from Oxford where he's completely
from Abingdon.
Sound like where he's completely has no black friend or anything like that. He's grew up in an environment where a lot of black culture has been around him.
True.
So particular jokes, I think you understand. I think you enjoy it as well.
I just haven't found a platform to watch it. That's the only reason.
There's platforms.
Yeah, there's everywhere. Watch on like what's a good? I can't even say
Disney Plus.
Just in case. Just in case.
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
it's probably
Disney
on
Plus
like, it's probably like HBO Premium or something. One of those things.
Yeah, one of those.
One of those
HBO
things.
Premium.
But they predicted exactly the R. Kelly situation because
that was mad.
You have the woman screaming, saying, "We're going to back you," and in the show, the woman was screaming, saying, "I'm going to." Or there's people outside saying they're going to.
Support them still.
We still support you or something like that.
Yeah,
there will always be people to support them.
That's mad. Imagine supporting someone like that. You know what he's done.
People don't care.
What was the reason they were supporting him?
Because he's R. Kelly. He's
got
star
music.
power. And he's got music
because they were
well.
fans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Similar to like Jimmy Savile's situation. There was a whole documentary. There was a person who used to work with Jimmy Savile as like a secretary. And all the information was brought out and everything. Jimmy Savile used to like molest children in like hospice. So that's whilst they were... What? Yeah, exactly. It got that peak. And all the information was brought to lady. She's like, no, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. And that's just denial at this point. People just choose to be in denial because it really reflects badly upon them.
Because I don't really read too much. Who was Jimmy Savile? I know about stuff, but what was his job?
He was
his
like
role?
a TV personality, TV presenter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
back in the, I don't even know what years. But
like the 80s, 70s, I think. He had a TV show called Jim Will Fix It. From that, he'll go like meet children and stuff like that. And his target audience was children. So
Yeah.
he had to have access towards everyone. And it's just sick that loads of people eventually found out and just closed. Like, he's a documentary guy, Lewis Throx.
yeah, him.
Yeah, first he had a documentary with Jimmy Savile, just like a normal documentary. And eventually, when he found out all the information, and then Jimmy Savile died, he done another documentary. And then he was shocked. He was in awe. He was flabbergasted. He was
Flabbergasted.
bamboozled. I got no more shocking words, but yeah, yeah. But with that, you got to realize that not everyone. So I'm looking at my dog. Yeah, not everyone where you kind of had hope in is good
I
people.
love how I went from Boondocks to Jimmy Savile.
We're jumping all over the place, man. But hey,
For Boondocks to be the black people's Simpsons has got a long track record of just predicting things.
yeah.
What else is
Yeah.
Boondocks other than the R. Kelly thing? I don't really know what else they've.
Oh, the chicken. They ran out of chicken at one point. UK ran out of chicken at one point.
Oh, and KFC ran out of chicken.
Oh,
Boom.
okay. They
There we
got that.
All right, what's
Yeah.
another one? That's it. That's it.
Simpsons.
That's it, 2 things.
Yeah, because Simpsons. they've
Simpsons
got
been on
things
hits.
Like, what is it like season 40 now? So they've got
28.
like 28. They got like 28 seasons of just somehow futuristic evidence.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Of calling things. So
They
Boondocks is it ever going to come back? It
I don't think so.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's done.
was
now.
like 3 or 4 seasons, 3 seasons.
3
Oh,
seasons.
it? Yeah, yeah.
My favorite scene that I watched was the exorcism scene that you guys showed me.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Like,
Yeah.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're insert the video here, and we have the video here or something.
On
like
Thousand's face.
that. On the forehead or something. What else? What else? What else? Oh, Britney Spears was offered a 10 million deal for a nude NFT,
What's NFT?
non-refundable token.
What does that
what
mean?
I mean.
What NFT? That's what NFT.
No,
is.
but
but I mean, what is-
what's
Oh,
the,
it's like, for example, if you have an image of yourself, you can sell it for people, and it's like equivalent to like a Bitcoin in a sense, because you have the value of that particular
10
image.
million.
So let's say you had an image of like Kim Kardashian, say going nude or something like that. The value of that would be how much Kim Kardashian is, or how much she sold it for. And if she passed away, that, of course that would go up, because that's seen as like a memory or
10 million.
yeah. But yeah, so Britney Spears was offered 10 million to do a nude deal.
She should jump on that.
She should, you know. She's off that. Was it conservatorship? Conservatorship?
Her dad was like controlling her life. And
It's
getting
done now.
all the- Oh, is it done?
It's done
Yeah,
now.
she got
Swear.
she's
Yeah,
got a case now.
I've been paying attention to Britney Spears, guys. Don't worry.
Mad.
There's a whole documentary on Netflix.
It's mad because when you look back at her career when we were younger, we all thought like she's just that type of person, but we never knew the backstory of what made her that type of person. And it's the way like we judge people.
Sadly, yeah.
We had no idea why they're doing the stuff that they're doing. Like when she held the baby, she was having mental problems because of what her dad was doing.
And
And her
people,
dad spun it like that. That's how
Yeah.
he's able to take control of basically her empire and stuff.
That's mad.
and apparently she was like given a lot of drugs just to maintain. So of course that's going to be a negative effect upon her. So if you're going through like hardships, and the only way you can deal with it is like through stimulants or like drugs and stuff like that. That's not a long-term solution.
Apparently,
That's
like,
really be
you know meth.
yeah.
You know meth.
No.
The drug mouth. That's what I think of
Apparently,
Method Man
like-
or the rapper. Yeah.
So apparently we have a limit of like sex gives us like dopamine, like one of the highest levels of dopamine ever.
Yeah.
And like that's like our top.
Yeah.
But
It's like
meth,
mine, yeah.
meth gives you like more than 100 times what that is.
Oh, okay.
And that's why meth is like one of the most addictive drugs in the world.
Have you seen
It's
people on meth though?
How's
They're like-
meth
Yeah.
taken in? How do you?
So you can either snort it in or eject it.
Injecting.
I remember Breaking Bad. Yeah, like that, like a bit of that.
But the reason why they become like that is because once they have that sensation, nothing else will make them happy. So they need to keep doing
okay.
meth to keep those dopamine levels up to stay happy.
That must take a long time to get off something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Very
Is
good.
that why
Yeah.
she shaved her head at that point when she?
I don't know if that was the
different,
meth. That could be just her separating herself from like
Yeah.
beauty standards.
Oh, okay.
It's similar to like Willow Smith. Remember she done the whip your hair,
Yeah.
and then it got to a point where she didn't want to do it anymore, but she was continuing being pushed into that, so she cut her hair off. Sometimes females just do that to kind of separate themselves from beauty standards and society in a sense.
Would you do meth on your deathbed?
Nah,
But one last.
I do heroin. That's a cool drug.
I think I'd
Like Ray Charles.
do one of them on my deathbed just to see what it's like.
Might as well do-
Imagine it keeps you
Well,
alive.
you
and
might as well
get
do all of
addicted.
them. You might as
You do
well
all of
do
them
all of
at
them.
once?
Everything at once.
Might as well do all of them. But hold on, could you imagine spazzing them out like that in front of your family? Like, just and you're like, hey, it's Christmas time.
Like from Empire. You brought the Empire
This is
reference.
time, and then you're whiting out, you're dribbling and everything.
But you're having the time of your life.
You're like, you're spitting at people.
Do you know how lit though? It probably won't be lit, but yo, having the time of your life, man.
Oh man.
Nah, drugs.
It could be, it's a double-bladed sword. It's
So
a
what if you don't
double-bladed
have control? Like, say you're going out horribly. Say if you're going out, it's just old age. Then maybe that you have a access to that. But if you're, like, what if you're dying horribly? Would you still do it?
Yeah.
What if I had like cancer?
Could be cancer. Anything.
If I got
like,
terminal cancer, I'm wilding out.
Why?
I'm doing it everything. Weekly to be different. First week, fentanyl.
A drug a day keeps the doctors away.
Yeah, until I go to the doctors. Man, yeah, no, I really won't do that.
I would. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but no, it's just it's a dangerous situation. It's just peak. In reality, I don't ever see myself doing like a hard drug.
So what's she doing with her life now, Brittany?
Oh, she got she bust case.
Yeah.
So I think she's finally gonna marry her long-term boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's it. Rich people problems at this
How many
point.
kids does she have?
Like 2 or something.
Two
Oh,
kids.
my laptop. Give me a second. I can Google this for you.
I remember she had one. Well, from what I can remember, she had one child. I remember the last time I heard something about her, where she was wilding out at
One. It's got one kid.
one kid.
No, 2. My apologies.
2 kids.
Yeah.
I remember she was going mad. I think it was either the MTV Music or Movie Awards, where must have been music, where she performed, and then I think Beyonce performed after her.
Yeah.
But she was apparently promised Beyonce slot, because Beyonce got to perform for like nearly 45 to an hour. She got to perform for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So she was saying that she was lied to, and that she was trying to sue MTV, saying that that she was promised that slot, but they gave it to Beyonce.
At this point, you just play your role. If I was getting paid like by MTV and they said, "Hey, I've taken your role, but you're still getting paid," that's calm.
Can we also look at this guy's?
And a lot of
laptop?
Is that,
Trying to get me robbed.
is that your charger for your laptop?
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
it's got 2 blocks.
Feel how heavy the laptop is, man.
Oh my days, bro! I thought that was gonna be light.
Gym session, man. Every day.
It's like 15 kg.
Every day, man. Every bloody day. I had to sell a kidney for this. So, it was like, what's that TV show I was talking about? What's that bloody TV show? Now you got me, the Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Yeah, they were selling organs and that as well.
Oh, I ain't seen it.
Yeah. he
Really?
did.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So you
shoot, man. I
watched
jumped the
part
gun.
of
I
episode
apologize.
one.
1.5 episodes.
Well, you seen Battle Royale
Yeah.
and you seen Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So in comparison, where would you place?
Squid Game.
Yeah,
I think Battle Royale is number 1 because of the effect it had on me when I watched it. Like, they don't come close. When I watched Battle Royale, I was like, wow.
it's really
Hunger Games, I liked the continuity. It was very bland.
Yeah.
But it had so much potential to be better. The story had so much potential. But yeah, Squid Game second, Battle Royale first, Hunger Games third. I don't dislike Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's just,
But you need to finish watching Squid Game first.
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
But now we're talking about this. Would, like, say, I don't know what the premise was. I've never watched Battle Royale before, but I know what the premise. But the premise for Squid Game is like people who are broke and they're like their last bit of money.
Yeah.
If you were in that situation where you maybe had your last £100, or people are chasing for money, and then you're offered the Squid Game opportunity, would you do it?
Nah.
No.
They're getting billions at the end, though.
Yeah, 45 billion won, which is like 30 million here.
No, but as long as we're getting billions conversion here, I want the billions. If we do billions, then calm. Because are you gonna make $1 billion in your life? No. Like,
I would rather like go to like a outdoor shop, steal a tent, steal a backpack, and then just go and live in the
Bummy.
forest. Fully, yeah. Yeah,
man.
I'd fully rather do that than may possibly die.
But why would you do that as opposed to taking the ultimate risk and possibly becoming a billionaire like that?
Because I don't feel like your problems will go away like that.
You're a billionaire.
Yeah, but you're still gonna get targeted.
How? You're a
You're a
billionaire.
billionaire. People are gonna try to rob you.
I got
If
man,
you
I got
become a
military
billionaire.
around me
Nah,
now.
man.
Yo, if you're a billionaire, in reality, you're a superhero.
You gotta die humble. I couldn't do it. Like, I feel like there's more chance of you dying than winning the games, and I'd rather like.
That's definitely true because only one person is going to win the game.
Yeah, so I'd rather just go and live it out the rest of my life in like some dense forest, like hunting for stuff, because that makes me, that sort of stuff makes me happy.
Yeah, but
Like, do you know how depressed you'd be in Squid Games? Like how mentally that will mess you up for the rest of your life.
not really. If you help an old man and you find his potential,
Like,
you'd be
you're
okay.
seeing all these people die around you on a daily basis.
What do you mean help an old man?
If you find an old man there and you feel kind of bad for him, you help him, then you feel kind of good about yourself.
So yeah,
I'll be able to
that's gonna
survive
make
like
you
that.
forget about all the dead people.
I'll be
and
able
all
to
the
get that
brains
far because I'm
splattered on the
helping an
ground.
old man.
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
But where did you help the old man?
Yeah.
Is he with you now?
Nah, man, I had to let him go.
Yeah, I had to kill him in the final.
Because the thing is though,
He gave me
it's
his best
like,
wishes.
you know, it's a bit of luck as well. Just it's a bit of luck.
I get that. But at the same time, it's just
Seeing the money as well. You think, oh, I could
that's the thing.
because they actually show you the money like in your face, like
The thing is, what I would do, I'll go and live like that, and then I would dedicate my whole life to finding out who those people are, assassinating them, and stealing the money. Because at that point, you have nothing left to live for. So
But,
you might as-
but the thing is though, saying that because you haven't watched the end of Squid Game, so I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it.
Fine.
But what gives you the right to go kill those people who gave you the opportunity to get the money in the first place?
Why are they creating an opportunity like that in the first place? Why not share the money evenly and help society?
Because
That's-
yeah, exactly. It's a capitalist
Like-
society. You feel we're
Because the
nice
thing
out
is,
here.
though, the thing is though, it's cool. Say if you were a police officer and you found out you never went, but you entered the game and you remember they gave them a choice as well. Remember they left the game. So say you got the choice, you left the game, but then you decided again to come back. Then what gives you the right once you win to go and hunt those people down?
The thing is, we shouldn't be in a society where you should have a choice of life or death to survive. You shouldn't be placed in a position like that in the first place. There
But it was
shouldn't
your
be
choice.
there shouldn't be avenues in life where you can be so far in debt where you're considering life or death.
That's true.
That's true.
But at the same time,
I
we
would dedicate everything to like take people out.
So what did you do? I don't get this. Everyone should be given like free healthcare in a sense. That should be a sense that
Yeah.
everyone should get. But we're not. Sometimes, well, in this country you are. But let's say in America and stuff like that, you're not.
Yeah, it doesn't mean people should be going out and like killing the people responsible for that.
But like I said, they gave you the opportunity to leave. You left, and you decided to yourself, "I'm going to come back again."
Yeah,
That's
How
true.
can you then be angry at those
Yeah,
people?
you
They-
chose to
the
come back.
The
Yeah,
position that you're in now is because you went back. They gave you the opportunity
Yeah.
to win that money. So then how can you go kill those people?
because
Now you
they're
pay.
exploiting like people's situations.
that.
That's why. Because really and truly, these people don't have a choice. Like they can leave if they want to, but when they look at what's outside
Yeah.
for them, they don't have a
Yeah,
choice.
it's nothing, basically.
because of the situation that's caused them to become
Yeah,
that.
the way society.
So you can be angry at people like that.
But you shouldn't go out and kill them because they've given you the position that you are now, though. Even though it's
Exactly.
exploitation, but it's like I know exactly what you're talking about. There shouldn't be a game where people either you play a game or you die, you get money, blah blah blah. But you can't then win that same game.
Wait, can I ask you a question? What's fairer, that game or Saw's games? Those particular games or Saw's games?
Saw, because Saw is bad people getting punished.
But
This-
that's opinionated. That's subjective in a sense. These bad people were bad to a particular person in a sense.
That I will pick up on that because I have another theory I'm going to discuss later. But on Earth, those people are bad. Yeah, on Earth, those people are bad.
Yeah.
So they should be punished. Or I don't agree with either one. But if I had to choose one, it's Saw because it's bad people. In Squid Game, it's people that have been exploited by capitalism.
Yeah.
And who are not. There's people in there that are not bad. It's like there's people in there who would be brilliant people if they had money, who would be helpful. But unfortunately, due to certain circumstances in capitalism, they're not. But Saw, he was going for bad people, and he was trying to teach them a lesson. Even though I don't agree, I prefer the ideology behind Saw.
Okay, but what about the guy who's in there who was working for a bank and he took everyone's savings and stuff like that? So he's on the run now, and now he has to fight the police and government coming after him. So he's in the game. He was exploiting other people. he's not there because he was being exploited himself.
But not everyone there was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So in there, it's a mix. Some people are good because some people are just in a tough situation because of, like you said, the way the society is run.
There we go.
But other people have just done like bad stuff, and then
they got caught.
Because when you think about it, Squid Games they've created an entertainment platform
for rich people.
To laugh at poor people.
Yeah.
Saw, there's no entertainment platform.
For Jigsaw, it's an entertainment for him.
For him, yeah. But he's not gaining money from it. He's doing it because he believes that those people are bad and they need to be taught a lesson.
But he was killing numerous people prior to that, though. The whole build up, like for example in Saw 3, they do, I think he dies in that one, but he doesn't really die. And then it's like Saw 5, you find out he's been actually like kidnapping people, he's got a new face and everything regarding to that.
But was he kidnapping and killing bad people or just random people?
It got to a point where he saw particular people that were bad, and then it got to a point where people who done him bad were being placed into Saw games.
I still agree with Jigsaw then.
But when you say bad, but what does he classify as bad?
That's one of my theories.
What makes him the judge, jury, and the executioner?
Nothing.
So what makes him God in a sense? What gives him that ability to...
It doesn't. He's the lesser of two evils.
No, he's the same evil.
No, he's not, because he's killing bad people.
But he's seeing them as bad. His opinion seeing them as bad.
The thing is, the majority of people in Saw were bad people. In Squid Game, it's 50-50.
But what I don't understand is, why do you believe that you get to go kill the people? Because then you're denying other people the chance to win the games.
Because there shouldn't be games like that in the first place.
I know, but you won that game.
It doesn't matter. But here's my theory.
Okay.
There is no such thing as good and bad. How do we as humans, how can we define good and bad? Because in the universe, we're just atoms, particles, electrons. Like, how does the universe define good and bad? There's no such thing as good and bad in the universe. A black hole consuming a world is not bad. It's just
doing its
thing. So how can we as humans consider what is bad and what is good?
Black holes doesn't have a society live in.
How do you know? You've been to a black hole?
Like, what? How would you?
But how do you know? The black hole might have a conscience. Maybe the black hole is just doing its thing.
You don't know.
Black hole's just doing its black hole. It's doing its doing.
Doing its thing. For them, that's right. Yeah, man.
How do you know there's not societies living in the black hole?
Imagine beating a black hole. No, but think about it. How would you define? So, for example, someone murdering someone.
Yeah.
What defines that as good, as bad?
What defines that as bad?
Yeah, taking out religion, because I feel like religion is the biggest impact on good and evil.
Okay, let's say that person had a family. You're taking that particular person away from his family, so therefore it's going to affect the way they grow up.
But why is that bad?
Because you're taking either a father or mother from
But what if
a
that
situation like
person
that.
was an evil person?
Oh, was an evil person?
That's another thing you just add on to it. Is that bad now? But it's bad from... So that person's family sees you as evil because you've killed that person.
Yeah.
But that person is a mass murderer.
But it's not even that.
You're not really,
it's like, why is that... At the end of the day, in 8 years, that person's going to die and they would have had no effect on the planet Earth and the universe.
No, but you got to be...
society they have, though.
You got to be held accountable for your actions. That's the thing.
Us as humans, we literally have
no impact in the universe.
0.1 trillion% impact on the universe. And we are not more important than the universe.
I don't agree with that.
So what are you saying? Sorry to cut you off. But are you saying, so basically, good and bad, it exists, but it's meaninless? Is that what you're trying to say? It's
no, I don't think
scheme.
it exists.
You don't think it exists at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, genuinely.
I thought you were trying to say it's just basically it's meaningless compared to like the grand scale of things.
So what's the difference between your parents and serial killers? There's moral differences.
No, like I do see good and bad.
Yeah.
It's just that when I think about it, there's no such thing as good and bad. It doesn't. I'm not saying everyone should go out killing people now because it just means nothing. It's just that humans imagined the idea of good and evil. Like we invented good and evil.
I think there's a moral compass that everyone has. If you do something negative towards someone and they feel a particular way, you feel guilty about that.
Yeah, but we decided that that's negative.
Not really. It's the reaction of people. If I punch you in the face and you start to cry, I feel a particular way about that because your reaction from that. It's not because society is saying that's a bad thing. It's the reaction to that.
I've been doing that for
He's really enjoying that. But we got that on camera. Gonna have a big 4K.
You're gonna cut
We
that.
ain't cut none.
You've
Keeping
been doing that,
everything.
mate. You should do
Yeah,
every time
I
he
did
touches
that,
it.
babe,
You should
by
zoom
accident.
in.
I know. I
You
have
should
to
zoom in
worry.
every time he does it.
But I understand you're coming from. It's subjective in a sense, and religion is another thing. It's like testaments in a sense. The testament was saying these particular things makes you a good person, but that's a religion saying that you're a good person because you're doing these particular things. If you take away religion and you do those particular things, are you still a good person?
I just don't think there's a such thing as good and evil.
There is, man.
Like when you think about consciousness,
Yeah.
like I don't believe that consciousness is as special as we humans think it is.
But what?
Because all consciousness is atoms and stuff in your brain making that happen. It's not. This is just my belief. I'm not saying I'm right.
I'll get that.
But through like listening to stuff and thinking about it like deeply,
Yeah.
I think that we overrate consciousness.
Okay.
But
That's
what if
what I
that's
think.
only the consciousness that we understand now? What if we then further in the future we see that it's something completely different?
I
or
think
more advanced?
human consciousness is overrated.
Why do you want-
There could be something greater than us.
But why do you feel humans like?
Why do you hate humans?
I realized over the last two podcasts, it's like,
Everyone's be trans.
why do you see that we should downplay ourselves?
Because we're really not as like important as we think we are in the universe. Like if humans got wiped out today,
Yeah.
it will literally have zero effect on the universe. Like nothing. The universe wouldn't even like feel it.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, why should then we downplay still what?
What we are.
Yeah, even though if it say it, obviously it
No,
doesn't
I'm
have
not. I'm
a
not
single-
saying we should downplay, but we should know our place. Like we're not as special. We're not as special as we think we are.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. We're very arrogant and self-centered
Yeah.
compared to obviously the grand scale of things, but still, like even with
Don't you see us
consciousness-
as gods? I believe humans are gods in
Okay,
a sense. Because we have the ability to create and destroy life. If you think about that, we have the ability to create our own destiny and kind of remove someone else's destiny as well.
that's like I do believe in God,
Yeah, of course.
and I do believe there is proof of God.
Yeah.
I think we're very close to proving God, and I think it's scary. Because when I was younger, I used to think of like
very close.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
All right, listen to this. When I was younger,
Yeah.
I used to think about how like you know the multiverse. Like
Yeah.
you make one decision, if you made the other decision, like a whole
Yeah.
another universe is sprouted.
Yeah. Okay.
If you made a supercomputer like powerful enough, we could predict everything. Like if the supercomputer predicts like if this gust of wind makes me think in a certain way, then that will make me think in another way in the future. It's like it could predict every single person's move and action to predict how we're gonna die, when we're gonna die, certain wind patterns, and there's an actual theory for that. I think it's called something like Lazarus's demon or something like that, where there's a theoretical demon which knows where time is not the same for them because they know everything in the future and in the past because they can predict what people are going to do based on working
Algorithms.
out micro actions, algorithms, yeah. And when you think about it, that's God. God knows what we're going to do in the future. For God, like the future and the past is all one. There's no such thing as future and past because they're living in
like
everything at once. Because when you think
I
about it,
understand where
like
you're coming
you can like, there's like correlations between that.
I get, but I don't know if I agree. It kind of reminds me of the Futurama episode. That was definitely a Futurama.
I don't know what it
episode.
feels like because like I know what you're saying, but then it sounds like you're making it too like when I don't think we're that simplistic where we could be easy.
Yeah. Do you think everyone has
a
a destiny? With that being said, then
That comes to my thing. I don't believe that anyone has free will. So I believe we do have a destiny. We do have a path written for us, and that nothing will ever change. What is how our life is going to end?
okay, so we have
Our
like
path is gonna take us
a
there.
route where we're going down. There's nothing. So what do you feel like particular things can affect the route you're going down?
No, I think they've already been predetermined
Wow.
since the universe began, based on how one electron hit another electron, and that chain of events led to our lives and all the
So
decisions
you're saying
and
the
everything
only things
around
we
us.
control is like, if we want to go make a sandwich or something.
No, we don't even
that.
control that. We control nothing. Everything's predetermined for everyone. Every single particle in the universe is predetermined based on when the Big Bang happened. Because You know how they say randomness doesn't exist? If, for example, if you flip a 50p coin, if you had
50 chance.
No. You can predict, if you get like a slow-mo camera or something, you flick it, you could predict which way it's going to land based on the speed, the velocity, like everything. Gravity, power of gravity, air resistance. You could predict how it's going to land.
But there's variables to that. Let's say you flick and you hit a bird. That's going to
and you'll like you could predict that a bird is
Oh
going to
my
hit.
God.
Like, no, but this is the thing. This is that supercomputer that can predict like everything that's going to happen is predetermined.
Well, bun that supercomputer, man.
That's why I don't
Fuck
believe that
supercomputer, man.
humans like to think we have free will, but
That's not making life kind of boring in a sense. We don't have the ability to kind of
I
control.
feel it makes life more interesting.
But how? You really have a set path then. You don't have the ability
I
to
feel
kind of change
safer
your
like
future.
that.
But
It's another way to like think. It's like if you think about it, because everyone thinks we have free will, we're free to do what we want, and that's, for me, that's scary
why?
because you don't know what's going to happen. Even though you don't know what's going to happen without free will, I prefer knowing that my life has been predetermined.
Yeah, but someone else's life could be predetermined to kill you. Are you happy
Yeah,
with that?
the thing
You
is,
calm with that?
and you know what I was saying? If
What?
we had a machine
Yeah.
which could calculate that person was going to kill us, that's the thing.
That's a supercomputer.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
The machine.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I was thinking when I was like in year 6.
One's
or
going to
7.
take us out. He's going to join forces with the Terminators. That's what's going to happen. That's a big mission.
If it happens, it's been predetermined.
Go.
Alex, what do you mean? Why do you believe we're like gods or we are gods?
We have the ability to create life and take away life. We have the ability to kind of, if we want to do something positive, we have the ability to do something. If we want to do something negative towards someone, we have the ability to do that as well. We don't have the ability to, let's say, create an animal or something like that. That's
Then
a
we're not
different
gods.
being.
The thing is, we
Then
do.
we're not gods then.
But
Okay, you know the power. Like when we talk about gods, you know what the power level we're talking about.
But
Like,
what
if
is
the
a god?
like,
What
if,
is a god?
If the sun goes supernova, can we stop that right now?
Yeah, humans
But
are
that's
feeble.
not a god.
No, but I'm saying that if we're saying we're like gods, we should have that kind of power. Then, if someone's going to go supernova tomorrow, could we stop that?
The thing
The
is,
ability to create a being is like not godlike.
no. I feel like in 100 years, that's just going to be normality. It's just because we're like, when you look at the age of the earth and how
It's been
long
like
humans
2000
have been
years,
here,
isn't it?
like we're literally not even like, I think it's like 0.2%.
Yeah.
Like imagine if we were on Earth, imagine another 5% of the human race in that timeline, like where we're going to be. In the last 10 years, look how far we've come.
Yeah.
Imagine in the next 100 years, we're not even going to recognize anything.
But we don't always, I don't think we always progress forward. Sometimes we progress like forward a bit and then backwards. Like, for example, let's say particular laws and stuff like that. Let's say the laws in Texas at the moment where
the
females
abortion.
the abortion
Yeah.
laws in particular. That is a old mentality. That goes back into a whole religion thing. I believe America is very Christian in a sense, and they want to continue pushing that as well. So they want as many people having babies in a sense. Similar to China. They want to
Because
continue
it gets
pushing.
them more money.
Yeah, more people continue working that. It makes the country stronger, everything like that. So that's why particular things like that happen. But that doesn't help society in a sense. That doesn't help us move forward. That's an old mindset. In reality, situations happen and people get pregnant and they need to deal with particular things. If you don't allow that situation to be dealt with correctly, then other things can happen. And because you're holding religion to it, whatever reasons, that's just counterintuitive and put people backwards.
This is why, like, my theory gives me comfort. Because I feel like that's all predetermined. Like, it's going to happen no matter what.
So you're thinking no matter what you do, it's calm because my line is already
It's already decided.
there.
And then when you think about it, these are actual, like, it's called determinism. That's the theory. Yeah, that's the name of the theory. And, like, when you think about it, these theories are, like, in the Quran, in the Bible. Like, this is all spoken about, like, with regards to free will and stuff. I know that religions say that you do have free will, but it's kind of counterproductive for me as a
No, it's funny. They say we have free will, but then obviously they say, God or Allah already knows your path and your actions and stuff like that. But when you think about yourself, like, you automatically feel like you did it because you chose to do it.
Well, God.
I just don't agree with that. Like, I don't
really not agree.
I don't think we've ascended
We're
to
God
that.
body, man.
I don't think
We're
we've
like the
ascended to that
5%ers, man.
God level. I think that's too arrogant at the moment to say that. God level now.
Because to be a god, like, time doesn't exist for you.
Doesn't.
You live in a complete shut up, bro. I don't believe in free will. I don't believe in consciousness.
I think you're downplaying us too much. Like,
Bro, humans are whack.
man, just
Humans are overrated, man. Like,
but you see what you're talking about. Just atoms.
No,
and
he's
that.
an alien. I swear to God. There's more coming out.
But you see how you're saying we're just like conscious, just atoms and that. What if that could just, like, for example, that could just be our physical being? What do you say about the spiritual essence then about yourself, about a human being? You don't believe in that, or you?
I do, but I believe that it's like you see ghosts and spirituality and stuff. I believe that stuff does exist, but not in the way we think it does. I believe that it's a natural law in the universe that we still can't fathom, that we don't understand. I don't believe in like a ghost and stuff. I don't believe in like astrology, but
Astrology.
like horoscopes and
star
signs.
What about the Chinese astrology?
What?
Really?
I've never heard of that.
Okay.
But the thing is,
like the Chinese New Year. And stuff
yeah,
with the
yeah,
animals. And
yeah.
stuff.
the thing is, I don't believe it in that aspect. I believe it in an aspect where we have a glimpse of that side of reality, but in the universe it makes sense. Like there's actual laws
Okay, so
for that.
what, are you trying to say that you believe in ghosts, but they're not actually ghosts? There's something else that we don't understand yet, but it's not actually a ghost. It's something else that
that makes sense in the universe.
Spirits.
Hold on, but then that's what I'm saying. Doesn't that then argue against? Because I see when you're saying, like I said, I kind of see it. You're looking at it too simplistic as just of its physical atoms. Like that's what I'm saying. That then doesn't that the spiritual aspect make us a bit more complex than just atoms and protons and?
How are humans more complex than stars and black holes?
Because we're gods.
Shut up, bro. We're not gods.
Well, we're technically made from them. So
yeah, we're made from them. We
Yeah,
don't
so-
we don't make stars. We're made from them.
I made one.
but
We're recycled star matter.
But saying that you don't know the human body 100% to say we're that simplistic yet, though.
Like I said, if stars disappear from the universe,
Yeah,
life's gone.
yeah.
If humans disappear from the universe, it will literally be as if you took a speck of dust off the floor and threw it outside. It will have no effect on this living room.
That's true, but the same argument could be pushed towards dinosaurs. With them being pushed out, nothing really affected us.
Yeah, so humans are the same.
Yeah,
Even when
that's-
stars
it's
go,
just-
the universe will still be here, though.
The universe will still be here, but none of this would be here without
but
stars.
this is a little universe. There's other universes out there, man.
That's the thing. When you think about it, yeah, there's no such thing as something. There's no smallest thing. If you think of like a electron being the smallest thing, you can measure the size of an electron. So you can theoretically put something smaller on an electron.
Okay.
But when you think about that, if you're on an electron and you come up to like this size, for something on an electron, we're like the universe. So we could be like a tiny speck in something huge.
Yeah. But that's where you just live in
I
the
don't
moment.
even think there's even a word. Huge is not even good enough.
It's
When
like
you think about it,
when you think about that, it's mad.
Moments,
Like
I saw the video of like how they're saying that obviously you see how they say there's a black hole at the center of every galaxy. Like in that black hole, then there's like another universe.
Really?
That black hole creates a different universe. So then think about all the black holes and then all the 100 billions of stars, 100 billions of galaxies. Like it's words and imagery that
we can't comprehend it.
Wait, do you guys believe in aliens then?
Yeah,
100%.
Okay, good. All right.
It's called the Drake equation. This is actually a thing.
This guy's breaking it down.
It's an equation which proves that it's mathematically impossible for there not to be life other than life on Earth. It's mathematically impossible.
What was it called? The Drake equation?
The Drake equation, yeah.
Who came up with
Is that when they calculate the stars and the galaxies
And habitable planets.
and then whatever I saw the equation, but my brain just couldn't hack the
Yeah.
equation. I was like, the thing is, I've always loved physics, but I'm never good at maths, so that's why I can never ever.
Same.
I always do like the theory side, but when it came to actually calculating stuff, my brain would just
I'm not working anything out.
Oh, there's a formula.
yeah.
It's a formula.
Wow.
Like I watched a video about. You ever heard of a number called the Google?
No.
It's like a number. Type Google number. It's Googl. Google number.
It's not just Google.
So Google, yeah.
It's basically without the
I
E.
was thinking, oh really?
There's a number
You
there.
were wrong.
Yeah, no, you definitely spelled that. Google.
Oh, Google.
Google is a large number of
Yeah.
woo, and
the
the
number's
decimal
crazy.
notion is written as the digit 1 followed by 100 zeros. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So basically, they were saying that
Oh my gosh.
they're saying that in a Googleplex universe, they say this our universe itself is Googleplex. They said if you travel far enough, you will start to see exact copies of you.
Oh, yeah.
Exact copies of you. And then they were like, if you had like, he said that, I can't remember what the number was. It's like every grain of sand on the planet is still tiny compared to a Googleplex number. So I think those kind of numbers and stuff, the brain just can't.
Like,
Complex,
humans can't even fathom a billion. Like, we say a billion like
Easy,
it's nothing.
innit? Yeah.
But when you actually, like, calculate a billion, it's huge.
It's crazy.
We don't even actually deep how big a billion is.
Should people have a billion? Was other people are just dead poor?
Yeah. Why not?
I saw a thing.
No, nah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I saw a thing where it was like Jeff Bezos could afford to give everyone on the planet like at least 1 billion and still be cool.
Everyone can eat. Everyone literally.
Wait,
if
did
everyone
you just say
really-
what you said?
If Jeff
Jeff Bezos can give everyone on the
everyone a
planet
billion.
1 billion.
everyone have a billionaire.
Is he not like worth 8.9 billion or something?
No.
It's not.
Amazon. Look how
Bro,
much Amazon's
he's
worth.
not worth more than like 40 billion or something.
No, Google it.
Oh,
No, he's not.
Google it.
There's no such thing as a trillionaire.
191. Yeah, 191.5 billion US
Yeah,
dollars.
so he can give 191.5 people a billion.
Yeah. Wait, $1 million? Would it be
But I
called
said,
$1
didn't
million?
understand for a second.
No,
You give us $1 million?
I think it's like 100k.
100k. So you give everyone 100k
Oh, what?
around the world,
What?
but then he wants to invest it in space.
Yeah.
Space is the final frontier.
So,
He wants to continue just exploring. And with it's his money.
do you think it's right? Like what?
He worked hard.
But when you think about it, you think you spend all that money to go to space, yeah. But then there's people on the planet who can't even get their little bit of water. When you think about it like that,
But is that your fault?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's
that's
not
the thing.
his fault, is it?
But as humans, should we not support each other in a sense?
Like you should make your planet good first, isn't it? Like,
Oh,
That's the thing. My greatest fear in life is
Sorry, man,
the
again.
man's touching my foot
number
again. You know?
one. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a count. I'm gonna do a count in the corner.
Like my greatest phobia in life is like I'm not going to be able to see humankind's full potential.
why?
What?
Because
the heck?
imagine you see how intelligent we are,
Yeah.
even though I've downplayed us.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, consider
That's the thing. For us, for our level,
Yeah.
if every single human could band together and think together for the betterment of our species, imagine what we could create.
But that's not gonna happen.
I know it won't, and that's what I'm scared of most because I'm not going to be able to see that, to see what we could have become.
No, but everyone's agenda doesn't line up. I don't
That's
think
why
that's
it's
ever
impossible,
gonna
yeah.
happen. Yeah.
No, as in like, if we one day like every single human like just decided, let's all just work together. Like we would come up with a universal agenda. We would work together towards something greater for us.
I think that could happen if your thing when you said that if everyone in the world could get to like a certain at least average level of living, then everyone has less worries about other stuff like that. So then you'll be more focused on thinking about maybe not everyone, but you can get a large proportion of people focused on like a single thing to progress.
But you know it'll be impossible for us to do that.
People are
Right,
greedy.
so-
People greedy and people want to
Yeah,
be number one.
100%, yeah.
So it's a sense of people will step on other people to get into a position of power. It
And-
doesn't. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, you carry on.
It doesn't have to be just a financial thing. You can have more food than someone. Someone could take that and try to step on you. So I don't think everyone. And it's a tribal mentality. I believe that we all prefer to be with our own.
And towards the rich people, you're thinking, why would I want someone else then to be on my level? That means I'm not as special
There we
anymore.
go. It's a hierarchy.
Yes, they want the hierarchy. Well, they need the hierarchy.
Society earns for that.
And then humans also, our brains, we have a limit of how much we can think, how greatly we can think. Because when we think, we produce kinetic energy in our brain. There's going to be a point, and this is like, I think it's proven, there's going to be a point in life, if we get to it, if we reach it, we're going to be thinking so advanced that our brains are not going to be able to control the energy.
Like
And-
Lucy.
Yeah,
Like
like that.
Lucy, yeah.
Like our brains are just going to blow up and going to genuinely burn. They're genuinely going to like...
What then? Maybe we'll have to transcend to a different state then. Maybe.
Yeah? Or
Like the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Like the brother. What's the brother called?
Dr. Manhattan.
There we
Manhattan.
go. We just come with like
one of my
molecules
favourite characters
and
in
that.
the world. He was better than humans.
No, he gave everyone cancer. Okay.
No, it was a lie. They did that because basically,
Really?
Ozymandias, he needed Manhattan to start feeling slight emotions, so he
Yeah.
wouldn't focus on what he was secretly doing. So he put a plan together to make him think that he gave those around him cancer. Because remember, he tricked Dr. Manhattan
Yeah.
into creating those bombs. So yeah,
He dropped on. Yeah, I remember the movie. That was a cold movie. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, watch me. I love that movie.
Fair
What a
enough,
film.
fine.
I watched
Yeah.
it so many times. I can watch it all over
It's when the
again.
dude got kicked out the window. It was like, where's he? The comedian.
Comedian. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what a name!
You know what's funny? In like one of the DC comics, the Watchmen crossed over into the
What, Teen Titans or something?
DC universe, and Dr. Manhattan was up against like most of the heroes on Mars, and obviously these men didn't know who he was, so they were talking crud to him, and he just went bam, dropping everyone.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yo,
It
it's
was
called Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock. Yeah.
Ooh, is this in the comics? Or
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it?
Comics. It came out.
It's kind of fire. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
2 years ago. Doomsday Clock.
Give
yeah.
me some homework, huh?
Because the comedian was there, Rorschach and Batman met. Batman thought Rorschach was crazy at the beginning, so locked him up in what's it called, the asylum.
That mask is so fire though.
Yeah,
I would love to get that for Halloween and be like moving
changing
about and shit like
mask.
that.
I need to do something for Halloween.
Be a pimp.
I was a pimp
Oh,
already.
in Oxford, yeah.
My hat got stolen.
Had it stolen.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe like Alex.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Was it stolen in Oxford?
Yeah, in Oxford by some dumb chick.
What, in Fuzzies?
Yeah, in Fuzzy Ducks in Wahoo.
Was that day we said, oh, I want to try your hat on, and then you never saw her again?
Never saw her again. I never saw her again. I spent about 40 minutes walking through the club, just standing in high points to see if I could scope out the
What?
hat.
No,
gone,
that
bro.
She
happened
was
to my
gone.
Jesus hair as well. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, your
what
Jesus
was it?
outfit.
Oh yeah, it was. What was it? Halloween. I think it was
Halloween, yeah,
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah,
It was at
Halloween.
Bridge. And someone just. I was just bold.
So I'm bold with
You're just bold with
Someone
Jesus.
just take away the wig.
So
I
bold
was
with
just
your
bold
wig?
Jesus. Yeah,
What was this?
the first Jesus.
What was that? Fuzzies we went to. Where did you?
No, it
first
was
went?
Bridge.
Bridge.
Yeah.
So I'm bold with it.
Yeah, first Jesus.
Just
No
took
hair.
it and went.
No hair. I was
You didn't leg it after them.
bold me go.
You,
became a
you
monk.
didn't hold up your robe like that and run off.
No. Got the quick feet. No. Jesus was too inebriated.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Man.
No man, took away my hair.
Yeah, see, I was a pharaoh of fuzz. You remember?
We actually helped with that costume. He was gonna be some bum.
Oh, yeah.
He was gonna be some ultra bum. We was like, nah, man, invest that money.
It took
Go.
this guy like 40 minutes to put one contact lens in.
But they hurt. Contact. Basically, I did it in first year, and I was like this.
Black man
I was
with
just doing like that. And I was
blue
thinking,
eyes.
this is ridiculous. Why am I doing that? I just forced it in. But they always
You
hurt
just
to get
forced it
them
in?
in. Just forced it in after a while. I had like a YouTube video on the side of how to put them in, and I was like that. They kept falling down. I was just sitting there thinking, this
You
is
know, I
wrong.
ended up hospitalized due to colored contact lenses.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Not that seriously, but
What
it
happened?
scratched my eyelid. And the inside of my eyelid, it felt like I woke up next morning. It felt like I had a shard of glass in the bottom. So never buy colored contact lenses from fancy dress shops. I went there. They were like, "That's the worst thing you can do," because like through blinking,
Yeah.
shit, like it just scratched the underside of my eyelid.
Yeah.
And I had to take like drops every 4 hours for 2 weeks.
4 hours.
Every 4 hours for 2 weeks. So imagine middle of every 4 hours during my sleep, I had to wake up 2 weeks. I had to put drops in.
They do start to hurt after a couple of hours. Like after sometimes, I think when I went out with you, your cousin, and Tyrell to that
Oh
club.
yeah.
Like I think this is after you left early. I had to take him out because there was
That was the night.
Oh, that was the same.
That was the night I had to go to hospital.
Oh right. I took mine out. I was thinking, no, these are actually kind of hurt
Painful.
my eye.
Because they make you sign a disclaimer saying they're not going to be responsible for any injuries.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I gave a fake name though.
Did you?
Just in case. I'm back. But you signed.
Oh,
No.
That's not me. Who's that?
Nah, in the future, never use those contact lenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
like
shouldn't have told him.
working in Specsavers. Like they tell me that's like the worst thing you can
Oh,
do.
okay.
What
Yeah.
if you want different like colored dyes though?
They sell
Or proper ones?
non-prescription colored contact lenses.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine that Specsavers just lying, and then they're trying to monopolize
just trying
the
to
whole
get-
market
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. It's like, yeah, we're trying
No,
to
it's
get
not
that
just
market.
Specsavers. It's like Vision Express, Boots. I think they sell them as
I
well.
respect that. More manipulation.
You got any more theories?
Theories. Yeah.
Theories.
I'll do theories weekly.
Okay, I got a theory of myself because I got started thinking about. It actually got me thinking because of your tree theory of why. You see how you said you were just looking at the trees and saw them swaying. I was sitting there thinking about like geniuses throughout history and how they get like their grand ideas or theories to change the world or think about the universe. And I was sitting there thinking, say if the universe is kind of like sentient a little bit, I kind of feel like in certain moments where your mind is fully relaxed and open, the universe chooses to select people to give it a tidbit of information of how like the universe or your surrounding areas run or how they're done. So that's how I'm thinking, because sometimes I just sit there and think, oh, eureka, and I've got an idea. And maybe I was sitting there thinking maybe the universe is just giving certain people every now and again a little sneak peek of.
So you think I'm the chosen one from the universe?
Maybe, you know.
I'm that alien. I'm an alien, bro.
Think about it. You said that. See, it's the way you said it. So I imagined you were sitting at a balcony.
Yeah,
and in that moment,
literally, I was just looking at trees,
watching. But at the same time, your mind was relaxed, and you were like in a relaxed, kind of open state.
Yeah.
So the universe can kind of sense that, and it just feeds people like someone like Einstein or all those other great people. They have the eureka moment, maybe.
So that means I'm right about
The
everyone.
way Alex is looking at me.
that means I'm right about everyone becoming gay in 100 years.
Oh no, you're not right about that. Definitely not right about
connecting
that
more dots. See what's happening now?
That one, yeah. Like I said, we said that maybe the homophobia will stop, but I don't think.
Yeah, homophobia.
The universe told me, bro.
Shut up, man.
See, I'm the real future man.
Oh my!
You create a monster.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything.
You're the one who called me an alien, man. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
no, I'm
telling
not
you,
future, man.
humans, yeah, we're overrated.
Nah, man.
We need to downplay ourselves. We're not as special as we think.
We're gods, man.
What's so funny? You're downplaying us, and Alex is shooting us to the
Yeah.
Now we're in the middle. It's a good place. We're in a good place to be. But wow, we've been here for a while, guys. So I'd like to say thank you for enjoying a little conversation, a little kick back and chill, and see you soon. Peace, guys.
See you next time on the Casting Couch podcast.
Oh, you got damn name. Peace. Woo!